What are these data, what does he call it? Extreme levels of data scrapping and system manipulation.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, so data scraping refers to a practice where you have people outside a system, third parties, that are gathering information from another system by just reading it almost like a human would read it, right? So, in other words, there's no other what we call API or a programmatic way for them to access that data, and so they just access the Twitter website like you or I would access the Twitter website, but it's instead of a human, it's a program. And then that program will scrape, is the term we use, various pieces of information from Twitter. So that might be the date of the tweet, who's tweeting, the contents of the tweet, and that's done for various purposes. There's going to be some illegitimate uses of scraping, but there's also plenty of researchers that use scraping to do conduct research about what people are talking about. And then obviously there's the various digital marketing agencies around the world that rely on something like this to provide their clients with sentiment analysis, right? So if Pepsi wants to know how well its brand is doing on Twitter, or what the sentiment is around the Pepsi brand on Twitter, or perhaps a specific conversation around their brand, then these kinds of scraping tools can be employed. That's one way that they can do that kind of sentiment analysis. So that's in essence what data scraping is. But from my reading about people's reactions to Elon Musk's claims, there's a lot of skepticism about what he's saying, whether it's actually true or whether he's just using it as an excuse.
Why they're skeptical? Sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So what they're pointing to is a report from earlier in the month that Twitter has refused to pay Google an almost $1 billion cloud hosting bill, and that Twitter is also in a dispute with Amazon over a bill for its servers. And so there's some speculation that, in fact, what's happening at Twitter is that they can't afford their hosting bill. Or at least they're trying to cut costs there, and they're trying to pressure Google and Amazon to be able to negotiate better rates with them, and as a result, Twitter has had to now limit how many people can actually view tweets.